The quest for innovation, technological advancement and empowerment have become foundational in Nigeria's 21st century. In realization of the foregoing, the Presidential Implementation Committee on Technology Transfer, PICTT, and the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, NASENI, came up with an initiative towards developing technology through its ONDELT-HER. ONDELT-HER is not just a program, but a movement towards a more inclusive future, investing in the brilliant minds of young female engineers. With over 120 applications received, top 6 innovative ideas have been selected for support and a grant tailored to their project needs. To this end, the young women are not only setting the precedence in this field of human endeavor, but are also paving the way for the next generation of female engineers and technologists. While unveiling these trailblazers, their groundbreaking projects and the vision they have for a more inclusive and technologically driven Nigeria, the Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, Uche Nnaji, emphasized the need to engage young girls in those fields and reaffirmed the government's commitment to empowering women. This is Nigeria Today, and I am your carrier, Clinton. Thanks for joining us. Now, joining me in the studio to dissect, the issues around women and empowering women in engineering is the Chairman, Presidential Implementation Committee on Technology Transfer, Dr. Mohammed Dahiru. You're welcome to Nigeria Today.
Thank you.
Now, like I told you before the program, I'm excited because it's all about women.
Yeah.
No, I'm not really gender biased, really, but when you talk about women, I'm so excited.
It's not only about women; it's about women and the country at large.
So. Empower a woman and, of course, empower the nation.
Yeah.
Now, tell us what actually inspired this, this initiative, the ONDELT-HER.
The inspiration came from our earlier program, the Delta 2 program that we had commenced under the PICTT and NASENI last year in collaboration with the technical agency of the Czech Republic. As you are aware, the world as it is today is driven by technology. And technological advancement has become synonymous to economic growth. And studies have shown that countries that invest hugely on technology tend to grow faster than those countries that accumulate capital and spend less on technology. Coming back home, in Nigeria we have over 50 research agencies that have been around for decades, but we import a lot. Why? Because most of the researches that are done in these agencies don't find their way into the market. And the problem is lack of coordination between the research agencies, the industry, entrepreneurs, and the government. Because if you are not able to link research to industry need, there is no way you can be able to produce things locally that can be in the market. That is the inspiration that gave birth to the PICTT in partnership with National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure.
Now the next question will be, why the focus on women? You talk about technology and research, so why the focus on women, really?
Why we are focusing on women this time around is that when we did our Delta 2 program last year, the participation of women in that program was below 5%. And that made us to go into the study to see what is even the percentage of Nigerian women that are in the engineering sector. And looking at the statistics, it's just 5% compared to the global average of 28%. So that is a cause for concern. And looking at the bright young girls we have in primary, secondary school and our tertiary institutions, why can't we have them play in this sector to contribute their own quota to the development of the engineering ecosystem in the country? So that is why we decided that we will launch this program to focus on women engineers. One is to encourage those ones that are young to see that there is future for women in the engineering ecosystem here in Nigeria. And those ones that are already in the system, how do we encourage them to bring out their innovative ideas so that we can help them bring it to fruition, do prototype, take it to market, so that they can earn a living from it and contribute also their own quota to the development of the country. So we want to cover this gap if possible. We are just starting with, this is our first year of the ONDELT-HER program. By next year we are going to upscale it because thank God we have a president that listens. He has provided the funding to the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, and also the EVC of Nasenia has also been very supportive, and he is very also enthusiastic about this program. So you see that all the major stakeholders that are supposed to provide the platform for this, our young women that are in the engineering sector to excel, and also to encourage those that are in school to study engineering, we are all aligned to see that we support the women to contribute their own quota towards the development of the engineering ecosystem in Nigeria.
In other words, these women have what I would call role models and, sort of mentorship.
When the program, as soon as you apply, once you scale through our evaluation process and you are chosen as one of the winners, we provide mentorship for you. Not just mentorship, we provide grant for you. The mentors will guide you. The mentors are experienced engineers that have decades of experience in the industry. They will help you to see how you can actualize this your innovative idea. We'll provide you funding. We'll even link you to partners, not just within Nigeria, even outside Nigeria, to see that we provide the prototype, after which we are going to move you to the innovation hub in Naseni, where they will nurture this your idea to see that it is commercialized and taken to the market. And with that, everybody in the country benefits.
Okay, now back to the program proper. You received about 120 applications. At the end of the day, we had you have 6, finalists. Now, what stood out about these 6, finalists?
What really stood out about these 6 finalists is that all the ideas that they have brought are ideas that we really need as a country now.
Such as?
Such as the one that the drone that is supposed to work on help our security agencies, the one that is supposed to provide power and agriculture. Very, very innovative ideas. And that is why we are going to provide, we have already provided them with the funding required to translate these ideas into prototypes from where we can now take it up to see that they are commercialized and are in the market within the shortest possible time.
Okay, now I want to believe that the other 120, out of the 6, 100 and let's say 114, they were left. They also had some,
They also had some. What we do is that based on our funding, we selected those ones that we can fund now. Those ones that need to go back and also work on their proposals, they will go back and work on it. The portal will still be open next year. And we have assurance from Mr. President that we are going to have more funding. The EVC of Nasenia has agreed we are going to have more funding for Delta program next year. So more female participation, more winners will be announced next year, and more products will be in the market at the end of the day. Because our target is to see how can we substitute some of the things that we import from this initiative. That is what is driving all these engagements.
Okay, so in other words, it's going to be a yearly thing.
It's going to be a yearly thing, because like I told you earlier, we are 5% in terms of female participation and the global average is 28, and even the 28 to me is low, because if we are talking about empowering women, we should be looking at doing a 50-50. Why can't we have 50% participation of women in the engineering sector in Nigeria? It's possible. We have seen some exhibitions during the program of young JS1, JS2 students, all female, bringing out very interesting ideas and products that we are going to help them upscale it and see how they can grow and become engineers and contribute their own kind of very innovative ideas by young girls from JS1, JS2, government schools around Abuja. They did an exhibition that is very, very marvelous. And the president, under the renewable agenda, has asked us to help these women achieve their dreams in the engineering sector, and we're going to do that.
Okay, that brings me to my other question. You talked about GS students.
Yeah.
You know, so how will I put it now? You're talking about the engineers. What's the age bracket, and how can they become part of this? Because quite a lot of people do not have this information about, you know, how to participate in the ONDELT-HER initiative.
Now we're going to do more of advocacy program when we start the next year's program. We're going to start early. Like I told you, this is the first edition of the program, and we have learned on how to improve. And by the time we start next year, we're even going to have competition for female engineers in the secondary schools to see how we can promote them and instill that enthusiasm in them that yes, they have a future in the engineering sector. It's not just a place for men. Women have a role to play, and they say what a man can do, a woman can do better. And I believe with what I'm seeing, with what I saw yesterday, the future is bright for Nigeria with female engineers.
Okay, the other question I asked, what's the age bracket? Is there a particular
No,
age
for
bracket?
now, for this year's program, we concentrated on those that have graduated, so that we can now see how we nurture their innovative ideas into becoming reality. But for next year, we are going to segment the program to even capture those ones that are in school. Because with what we saw yesterday, there is need for us to go back to even the secondary school level and provide something for them to give them hope that they should continue to study engineering. So the program will cover not just graduates, but those ones in the undergraduate and the secondary school level studying science.
Now, is there some form of collaboration from the private sector? Or do you
Yes,
just,
you see, like I told you, for every program we're doing in Naseni, we have, on the PICTT, we have a consortium that involves the government, the industry players, the entrepreneurs, and the research agencies. All the mentors that we have for these female engineers are from the private sector, people that have experience in the field. So there is collaboration, so they will guide them. Because market and science go hand in hand. Market and research go hand in hand. If you undertake a research that has no market value, it goes nowhere. And that is why as a country we have suffered for a long time, because most of the researches we are doing are not linked to the industry, they are not linked to the market. And that is what we are going to change with this program. For every research you are going to do, before you even embark on the research, there must be a private sector partner waiting for that research output to be taken to market. So if you don't have this collaboration, there's no way you can link research agencies to the industry, and there's no way we can grow as a country. So the program, like I said, tries to answer that problem that we have been having in the country on linking research agencies or research outputs to industry needs.
Now, this is a laudable initiative. Of course, anybody listening now will agree with me that it's a laudable initiative. Now, we're talking about sustenance. Are there measures in place to ensure the sustainability of this program?
Like I told you, is for every program you do, if you don't involve the private sector, you don't involve the industry, there's no way it can be sustainable. Because government cannot just continue to be giving handouts. That is one. Two, the project must be able to pay back itself. for every research we are doing, it must have commercial value. So that at the end of the day, whatever the profit we are making from that, some part of it will still go back to the program to empower others to come on board. So that is one of the sustainability measures we have that is inbuilt into all our program in the PICTT and NASENI. And like I told you, we have the support of Mr. President, we have the support of the management of NASENI and the PICTT, we have the support of our private sector partners that are with us. And I think with time, we can only grow. I don't see it ending, I see it growing year in, year out.
Yeah, is there some form of, workshop or training for these applicants?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Whenever we have a boot camp, we had a boot camp for them. Well, we'll train them.
All the applicants?
No, the applicants don't see us face to face. You apply online.
Okay.
We have rapporteurs, we have evaluators that look at your application and engage you online until you pass a certain criteria before you are invited to come, and then from there we take over. Like I told you, for all the ones who are going to work with, we'll take them to the innovation hub that NASENI built. The new management of NASENI built an innovation hub. We'll take them there where they will be trained, they will be mentored, they will be exposed. If it means them going abroad to perfect their idea, we'll send them there. The funding is there for that. We'll send them there. The most important thing is how can we as a country realize products in the market from this initiative so that it will help us reduce our import bills and see if possible with time how we can export this product to our neighboring countries. That is the idea. If we don't do that as a country, there's no way we can develop.
Now, how can we as individuals, as Nigerians, encourage women, more women, to go into the field of engineering and thrive? Because oftentimes you hear some persons telling their daughters, no, that one is not meant for women. Mechanical engineering, no, it's not for women, it's for men. So how can we encourage more women?
You see, that is why we came up with this program that is purely for women. And the people watching this program, I want you to know that the engineering sector is not just for men. There are women that excel better than men in that field. And like I told you from what I saw yesterday from the young girls from the various schools we have in Abuja, what they displayed, the future is bright for female engineers in Nigeria. And we are there to support them. We will take this advocacy, not just here in Abuja, all over the country, to see that we promote this program. And starting next year, it is going to be bigger and better. And before you know it, we'll cover that 28% gap and even go above it within the next 2-3 years. And I'm sure Mr. President will be happy about that.
Okay, now talking about, you talked about one of the secondary school. When exactly is that coming up for the secondary school? Any plans for? No,
I think we'll sit down first, and because it is just an idea that came from when we just concluded this program with what we saw. The display by the young female from various secondary schools in Abuja. So we are going to also design their own program, and we'll make it public. We'll make it public. Okay,
you're talking about next year's own being bigger and better. When is this starting exactly next year?
By first quarter of next year.
First quarter of next year.
Yeah, we'll start the preparation. From January to March, we'll start the preparation. Because the evaluation process and the application process takes time. And we normally deliver the awards on International Women's Day, so we have time to do the evaluation, get the awardees, and then do the boot camp before the International Women's Day that we are going to celebrate the successful applicants.
So, looking forward, you of course you talked about making it bigger and better. Now, how can stakeholders like private sector that want to be part of this, because I know a lot of them would want to be part of it, how can they become part of this now?
Like I said earlier, our target is to see that for every research we are going to undertake, it must have linkage to the industry. So we're in contact with Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, we're in contact with the Nigerian Society of Engineers to see how we can get to the manufacturers to tell us what the market needs. Because whatever research you do, if it is not based on market need, it will not fly. So like I said, that is our first point of call. We have to get our private sector involved from the beginning so that we can guide these female engineers that this is what the market needs and this is our focus for next year. So whatever product you are going to bring must be in line with the needs of the market as being provided by the private sector.
Yeah, indeed, I really appreciate what you said, the private sector. But some of them right now do even want to, jump on this. Having heard and watched this program, some of them want to jump on it. They want to become, sponsor some of these, projects that you talked about. And of course, like I said, there are other ones that did not pass the criteria. Right? Of course, they also have some wonderful projects that they are working on, coming in to support some of these initiatives, like, just like I said earlier on, like a private sector now or a private company wants to be part of the sponsorship. Is it open for sponsorship right now?
It is. It is open for sponsorship. One of the cardinal principles of our program is collaboration.
Okay.
If you don't collaborate, you don't grow. So whatever you do, you must look for partners that you share the same ideas and the same ideology and see how you can upscale the program. So we're open for collaboration with the universities, with other research agencies, with the private sector.
Because I was about coming to that, the universities, yes.
Yeah. The universities participated. They participated. Some of the successful candidates were from the universities. Yeah. We have a lot of talent, untapped talent, that we have to, as a country, identify, nurture, and see how they can contribute their own quota to the development of this country. There is no way we can develop as a country, no way, if we don't produce things. There is no way. We have to, you don't have to produce 100%. There's no country in the world that produces anything 100% anyway. But it must be your design, it must be your idea, and there are some components that you must produce and make it made in Nigeria project. And we're going to do that.
Now, for the application, are they were they paying to apply?
No.
Okay,
it's
free.
It's free.
Okay.
It's
But subsequently, will this be free?
It will still be free. Even on the Delta-2 program that we had for bigger companies that apply and get support from us and linkage with partners from the Czech Republic, it's all free.
Wow. Now, I know I've talked about this. I know I've talked about mentorship. Okay. Now, I actually wanted to ask, the mentors we're talking about, are they all female mentors or?
Yeah, female mentors.
Okay.
For the female engineers, all the mentors were female mentors.
Yeah, because
we got the mentors, like I told you, we have collaboration with the Nigerian Society of Engineers and some industry players that are female. There are a lot of people that have excelled, female that have excelled in engineering in Nigeria. We don't know them. And it's an avenue for them to transfer the knowledge they have, the experience they have to these young female engineers coming on board. All the mentors for the female engineers are all female.
Yeah, because it's wonderful seeing your fellow woman achieving that height that you want to achieve.
Exactly. So it gives you hope.
It gives you hope. Yes.
That it's not just a field where men have excelled before. I'm seeing, and you know now we have the first female president of the Nigerian Society of Engineers.
Yes.
So, and it is coming, we launch a program in the year that we have the first female president of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. So everything is aligned.
Thank you very much. That's really encouraging.
Thank you.
With that, I will wrap up today's episode of Nigeria Today. Very big thank you to Dr. Mohammed Dahiru. He's the Chairman, Presidential Implementation Committee on Technology Transfer. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
And your contribution.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for being part of the program. Don't forget, Nigeria Today airs every weekday at 7:30 p.m. on NTA News 24. You can also check out this episode and others on www.youtube.com/NTA News 24 Hub. Once again, thank you for watching. I am your carrier, Clinton. Goodbye.